You sound white Jamaican.
Yeah.
You white Jamaican.
Anything you want, say, brother.
I ain't never met a white Jamaican. That's crazy.
We're outside.
Jamaica me crazy. Bullet!
What is your name?
What kind of question you ask me? You don't know my name long time already. We can't put my name on the internet, girl. What's wrong with you?
Where are you from?
I come from Jamaica. We come from the western part of Jamaica. We can't really tell you where we come from down there though, because we don't know where we come from.
What kind of food do you like to eat?
Well, I like all kind of food. Anything they make in Jamaica, I like ackee and saltfish. With a piece of fried pork in it. Can't beat that.
Hi guys, welcome back once again to the channel. Jamaica is the land of reggae, jack chicken, and a language that is instantly recognizable, Jamaican Patois. But here is something many people don't realize. White Jamaicans exist, and many of them speak Patois fluently. To most outsiders, this seems unusual, even shocking, but their stories reveal a deeper truth about Jamaican identity, history, and culture. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of white Jamaicans and what it really means to be Jamaican. So guys, let's watch the video and come back for more commentary.
Great. Come on, from the board. Come on, from the board. My great grandfather is from England. Yeah. And we're not interested in going England.
Mind game. You say that in the England thing, burn up Babylon.
Yeah, England, them mad people.
Are your grandfather come from?
Yeah. But in change up with the German them. But when you go to Canada, and you tell them say from Jamaica, they expect say a few black people, dark people come from Jamaica. It's a one set of pussies them, not true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they never knows the straight nose man there.
Yeah. When this hard Patois,
here.
I'm going to be a joke.
Yeah.
My son up, live up Canada now. He go to college and everything up here and live over 5-6 years now up there. And he never can go down to Toronto. So then go to one club.
Yeah.
And then see some Jamaican. And they tell him, say, yo, I'm a Jamaican. Yeah. He said, no, I'm a imitate Jamaican. And they want to fight. They want to fight them. Well, fight my nephew and my son.
Wow.
Call him trick them.
If you know who your foundation of Jamaica, yeah.
And he start talk if Patois now. He said, bomba clot, this man a Jamaican for true.
Mind game them mind game that.
Yeah.
I mean over here stop say people if you come and and chat fuckery. But at the same time I'm all about free speech, so you can chat and say whatever you want to say. But imagine if me say something like this. Black people if you come in our way and chat in our region. Oh. Like what you would I tell the Chinese people them in Jamaica? What happened to the white people born in Jamaica? All in all, you know. People are gonna feel what they want to feel. But that not really matter.
I'm Chinese Jamaican, Bermudian. My mom is Chinese Jamaican, and then my dad is Bermudian.
Brother, I never know said this was going to be a whole thing. So, my mother is Honduran and Jamaican. My father is Chinese and Indian Jamaican. Me put the Chinese in my bio because it's what I look like. Everybody I got to identify me first as Chinese, not Jamaican. But when me identify to people and people hear me talk, them are gonna be like, oh, she's Jamaican. So, there you go. So basically, yeah. And for the people who want to be like, well, Jamaican people listen, brother, the amount of mix-up people there Jamaica exhibit, hey, like, if somebody tell you say them Jamaican. Point blank period.
Being Jamaican has really hurt my feelings because I was told my skin tone makes me not Jamaican.
Every time James and I make TikToks, we just get like a bunch of people telling us that we're not Jamaican, which is fine. Like, you can have your own opinion. The only problem I have is where else do I claim? I was born here.
Did you experience a lot of racism growing up white in Jamaica? Very minimal. But I do remember one very racist moment. I couldn't have been more than 6. A fellow classmate, a very young girl at the age of 6 as well, would sing to me, "Black is beauty, red is corruption. Black is beauty, red is corruption." Now that I'm 40, I realize how deep that actually went. To think that here is this young girl, and she's been taught by her parents to sing "Black is beauty and red is corruption." And that's also an important lesson to teach your children, because racism ends with you.
Salaam alaikum, y'all. So, I don't know if you realize it, but there's been a bit of cuss over who is a Jamaican, who's not a Jamaican, what is a Jamaican. I just wanted to give the answer to that question. First things first, it seems that a lot of you never learn the difference between race, nationality, and ethnicity. That being said, it's very simple. Nationality is where you hold citizenship to, aka where you have a passport. The thing about a nationality is it's not stagnant. People are born in countries and leave those countries all the time, giving up one nationality for another. As it stands, I hold a Jamaican and US nationality. Tomorrow, I could easily become Italian British. Maybe not easily, but you know what I mean. Next is ethnicity. These are the cultural traditions, the language, the values that belong to a certain people group. Now, the thing about ethnicity is every ethnicity operates differently. For Jews, it's passed down matrilineally. So if your mother was Jewish, then you are Jewish. But for our Somali brothers and sisters, if your father is Somali, then you are Somali. Your ethnicity may also determine the languages you speak, the religions you practice, the cultural traditions you believe and hold dear. And then there's race, which out of the three holds very little weight. Because what might be considered black in one country is considered brown in the next and colored in another. Never forget that the Irish, the Italians, the Polish, when they came to the United States of America at various points in time, were not considered white, but today are. That being said, the island of Jamaica was first inhabited and settled by the indigenous people known as the Taino. They were the ones, after all, who gave the island the name Jamaica, meaning the land of wood and water. The island was then colonized by Spaniards from Spain, and with them came the Sephardic Jews from Portugal, as well as the first set of Africans that they would have enslaved. Shortly after, the British took control of the island and increased the amount of Africans being brought, but along with the British came the Welsh, the Scottish, and the Irish. By the time you hit 1838 and slavery is officially abolished, the British are now importing Chinese and Indians to Jamaica to replace the labor shortage. The first Indians arriving in 1845, the first Chinese arriving in 1854. And given that every generation is roughly 30 years, I think we can do the math to establish how many generations from the first people landed to now have been in this country. And of course, I cannot forget the Syrians who came to the island of Jamaica seeking refuge from the Ottoman Empire. Nor could I forget the poor Germans of Seaford Town that were brought to the island of Jamaica to buffer between the black and white populations. And although you won't hear the average Jamaican on the street using terms like African Jamaican, Asian Jamaican, you'll definitely hear him say words like the Coolie man, the Chinese man, or the nigger man. I hope that clears everything up. Salam and walk good.
To understand white Jamaicans, we first need to understand Jamaica's history. Jamaica has been home to people from all over the world. Africans brought here during the transatlantic slave trade, Europeans who colonized the island, Indians and Chinese who came as indentured laborers, and more. This mix created a truly multicultural society. Over generations, communities blended together, and today, Jamaica isn't just black in the way outsiders might think. It's a tapestry of cultures, language, and identities. So, who are white Jamaicans? Some are descendants of European settlers from the 16th and 17th. Others are families that have lived in Jamaica for generations, fully immersed in the island's culture. For many, skin color is not what defines them. Being Jamaica is about the community, the music, the food, and the way of life. And yes, that means speaking Patois fluently. For them, it's as natural as breathing. Patois is more than just a way of speaking. It's a symbol of Jamaican identity. White Jamaicans often grow up surrounded by it, learning it at home, at school, and on the streets. Some might assume they have accents or speak differently, but in reality, Many white Jamaicans speak just like everyone else. Their command of Patois is genuine, not imitation. Language here isn't tied to race, it's tied to culture. And culture is what makes someone truly Jamaican. Many outsiders are surprised to see white Jamaicans. Some even question their authenticity. But this reaction says more about outsiders' assumptions than about Jamaica itself. Being Jamaica isn't about skin color. It's about where your heart is, how you live, and how you connect to the community. Whether black, white, or mixed, being Jamaica is a shared identity rooted in pride, resilience, and culture. Let's hear some real stories. Take Sarah for example. She grew up in Montego Bay, went to a Jamaican school, and learned Patois from her neighbors. She says, "I don't think of myself as anything other than Jamaican. Patois is just how we speak." Or Michael, who have lived in Kingston his entire life. "People sometimes get surprised when they hear me talk, but to me, it's normal. This is how Jamaican talk. I grew up with it like everyone else." These stories show that Jamaican identity transcends race. It's lived, breathed, and felt, not measured by skin tone. White Jamaicans challenge the assumption many people hold about the island. They remind us that culture is stronger than color and identity is more than appearance. Next time you think about Jamaica, remember, being Jamaican is about heart, heritage, and community, not just race. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more stories from Jamaica and the Caribbean. Let's celebrate the diversity and richness of Jamaican culture together. And tell us in the comments, did you know white Jamaicans exist? And what surprised you the most?